favorite part is that we all get a chance to get together. Like I said, we're in our isolated elements most of the day. There is crossover, but in the day or the week that we have chosen to do the potluck Moais, people are a little more energized and they look forward to it. It gives them something more out of the typical realm as a reason to get together. And it's been very positive. Like I said, I think it's helped the environment. Tend to be when you have bigger facilities like this, each group stays to themselves, and this has allowed us to be more cohesive and be a better team. Well, and that's why we named it. We needed a team, we needed Moai, because we feel like we're a team and everybody helps everybody. So I'd say within certainly several weeks of starting our first Moai, people came together pretty quickly and were comfortable sharing and talking specifically. As everyone here has a health goal, some have weight goals, and we just have different levels of practitioners, so it was easy to kind of cross-pollinate what each person knows and what they've learned. I didn't know so much about the Moai aspect of it, but I've always had interest in Blue Zone in general, and actually I had read up on it well before the hospital had talked about it, so I had got my own Blue Zone book, and found it, always had interested because of the healthcare side about longevity and things. And then when we, as I read into it, and in the particular chapter that talks about Okinawa, Japan, and the group and how the Moai worked, it sounded like it'd be something that would be conducive to the environment here. I was also fortunate in times past. They talk in the blue, as one of the Blue Zones is Loma Linda, California. One of the first hospitals I worked for was a Seventh-day Adventist hospital, which is part of that system, and we had residents and things come to our smaller hospital up in the Chicago area that were from Loma Linda. So I was first introduced to a plant-based diet through them. Now I wasn't as ready to commit, nor did they make us at first, but there was a philosophy there that was very interesting. So when I actually was able to read it in the Blue Zone and how effective it's been, and I think it's one of the bigger sites, at least it's the only U.S. site anyways, that has an aspect to it. It's been very helpful. Like I said, I've always had a personal interest in longevity. Now we were joking about it recently, is obviously our population here in general, I think our average patient in immediate care is 61. So we were talking about it is, you want to follow the rules as best we can, but we do have a lot of octogenarians and high 90s. So we'll ask them, what do you think made the difference that helped you other than genetics to get you to where you're at? Most of them have stayed active, so that fits to the walking Moai and having activity continuous in their life. Many of them have switched off to a more heart-healthy and or plant-based diet. Now, most of them said in their early life they weren't probably as consistent, but they do attribute their better health to that. And there was a recent statistic in the Bonita, in particular Naples area, that the average life expectancy in general is 5 years longer for both males and females. So that is proof that there is support to it.